So is time really speeding up? Well, this question is something I find relevant because for me at least, and maybe you've noticed this too, the perception of time has really sped up over the years. Now, I think this could be from a couple different things, but in this video, what I want to talk about are some possibilities as to be why does time seem to be going by quicker, and is there a general sense of time speeding up in our consciousness? So this video is going to be about that, and what I want to do is just ask you the question: have you noticed recently, and by recently I mean especially the last 4 or 5 years, that time has been going by at an extensively quick rate? Now, I know for me that they have that common expression that as you get older, time seems to be going by quicker and quicker, but there has been such a drastic change to how I experience time that I thought that I would look into this idea to really understand it from a point of view of what is called consciousness, from understanding this idea, does time even really exist? Now, when I read the book called The Power of Now, what I found was that time is a man-made concept. It's something that we create for the idea of convenience, but does it really have some type of realness from the point of past just the experiential part of it? Now, when we look at this, the idea is that the only moment that really exists is this moment right now. Now, really think of this. Have you ever experienced the idea of the past? Well, when it was the past, it was this moment right now. And have you even, or will you experience the idea of the future? The idea is that when you get to the so-called future, it will be this moment right now. But because we have the idea of memory, we are then able to tap into and see and remember through our brain what happened in the past, or what our imagination will show us might happen in the future. But the idea is that the whole idea of time is actually right now. The moment will always be now. Now, from another point of view, what I want to point out to you is the fact that there are different levels of consciousness, that there's different levels of states. Now, you might notice that the more that you pay attention to the idea of the clock, and the more you are checking the time every 10 or 15 minutes, and you're waiting for hours to go by, the idea is that it will go by very, very slow. But really, all that's happening is we're creating more of the idea of time by paying more and more attention to time to see the passage of it. Now, you'll also notice that there's certain states you get into where time just flies by. They call these flow states. And I know for me, there's times I'm making videos or even editing videos or even doing other things that I love to do, and time will sometimes go by 2 or 3 hours and it'll feel like minutes. I know sometimes even in meditation, I'll be meditating for 20, 30 minutes and it will feel like 5 or 10 minutes. The point of this is that there's different levels of consciousness, and that in these different levels of states of being, which we can all attain based upon where our focus is and the level of awareness that we're displaying or embodying at the moment, the idea is that then we experience different levels of consciousness that have different perceptions of time. So the idea is under a flow state, under doing what you love to do, time goes by quicker and quicker. And I think that right now, is there some type of collective consciousness idea or collective coming together of this idea of us all experiencing time in a quicker and quicker way? Well, I believe that more and more people are coming to know who they are, or knowing what they want to do in life, and because of that, at a collective level, there's more and more people doing this, therefore the perception of time is speeding up. So when I ask this question, is time speeding up? I think the answer is that time is perceptual. So really what's speeding up is our vibration is speeding up from a physics point of view or a metaphysics point of view. Or the idea is that our perception of time is speeding up because we are existing more into the present moment. Therefore, the perception of time passing by is going by at a quicker rate. So what I encourage you to do is to pay attention to the things that you're doing, and pay attention to the fact that the more you check the clock, the more time that you create. Time is flexible. This is something that Albert Einstein talked about when it comes to the idea of the fourth dimension, or understanding the perception of time altogether. And I believe that as time goes on, our perception will continue to speed up quicker and quicker. I am not kidding you when I tell you that this year felt like, up until now, and it's almost, it's the middle of October, has felt like literally a month or two. And even back in the day, I remember I would sit there there and checked the clock, and 5 hours felt like forever. 5 hours is nothing now compared to what it was before, and that's simply because I've become more focused on what I'm doing. I believe more and more people are becoming aware of this idea of getting into a flow state or being immersed into what they're doing. As more and more people become present to the moment, the perception of time tends to speeden up, and because of that, it's not so much that time is speeding up as it is that our perception of time is speeding up because we're raising our level of consciousness. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Feel free to like this video if you liked it, share it if you found it of value, and I'll see you guys on the next vid. Alright, peace. Much love. Bye.